Welcome to Smart Dollar Mindset, the channel that's all about helping you achieve financial freedom with smart money habits and investing. Today, we're diving into a critical question: why do so many people stay broke no matter how much money they make? You've probably noticed it: people earning six figures but still living paycheck to paycheck, or someone who suddenly gets a raise only to find themselves deeper in debt a year later. This is one of the most important financial lessons to understand, because the truth is, income alone doesn't guarantee wealth. What matters far more is your relationship with money, your habits, and your long-term strategy. In this video, we're going deep, step by step. We'll explore the key reasons people stay broke, no matter their income level, and more importantly, how to break free from the cycle. So stick around until the very end, because I promise you'll walk away with a completely new perspective on how to handle your money and finally move toward financial freedom. Section 1. The illusion of high income. Let's start with one of the biggest misconceptions: believing that a higher income automatically means financial stability. On the surface, it makes sense. If you earn more, you should have more, right? But reality paints a very different picture. Think about lottery winners. Studies show that nearly 70% of them go broke within just a few years. These are people who suddenly receive millions of dollars, yet somehow, they end up with nothing. Why? Because income doesn't fix poor money habits. It actually amplifies them. For example, if you earn $40,000 a year and you overspend, getting a raise to $80,000 won't suddenly turn you into a saver, it'll just increase the size of your purchases. Instead of overspending on small luxuries, you'll start overspending on bigger ones: luxury cars, bigger houses, fancy vacations. This is what's called lifestyle inflation. And it's one of the most dangerous traps that keeps people broke, no matter how much they earn. Section 2. Lifestyle inflation. And the pressure to keep up. Lifestyle inflation happens so subtly that most people don't even notice it. You get a promotion, and instead of investing the extra money, you upgrade your car. You get a bonus, and instead of saving, you book a trip. Before you know it, your expenses have grown just as fast as your income, or even faster. There's also a social pressure element. As your income rises, you may feel the need to prove your success to family and friends. Maybe it's buying the latest iPhone every year, wearing designer clothes, or moving into a neighborhood you can barely afford. The problem is, these decisions are often driven by the desire to look wealthy, not to actually become wealthy. Here's the hard truth: wealth is not about what you spend. Wealth is about what you keep and grow. Take the story of two co-workers, John and Sarah. John makes $120,000 a year, but he has two luxury cars on lease, a mortgage that eats up half his paycheck, and credit card debt from vacations. Sarah, on the other hand, makes $70,000 a year. She drives a reliable used car, keeps her living expenses low, and invests 20% of her income consistently. 10 years later, John is still in debt and stressed out, while Sarah has a six-figure investment portfolio that's growing every year. The difference? John chased status. Sarah chased freedom. Section 3. Debt is a trap. Another major reason people stay broke is debt. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, buy now pay later programs, the list goes on. Debt creates the illusion of wealth by allowing people to spend money they don't actually have. The average American household carries thousands of dollars in credit card debt. The scary part? With interest rates as high as 20% or more, this debt snowballs quickly. What starts as a few $100s for new clothes or electronics can turn into thousands in just a few months. But debt doesn't just cost money, it costs peace of mind. Imagine earning $100,000 a year but sending $1,200 a month to credit card companies. That's over $14,000 a year gone, money that could have been invested, saved, or used to build real wealth. Instead, it's funding the bank's wealth, not yours. Breaking free from debt requires a mindset shift. You have to stop seeing debt as a normal part of life and start seeing it as a chain that holds you back from financial independence. Section 4. Lack of financial education. Let's be honest, most people were never taught how money actually works. Schools teach algebra and history, but rarely teach budgeting, investing, or how compound interest works. As a result, many adults enter the workforce with no idea how to manage their paychecks. This lack of financial literacy leads to costly mistakes. For instance, many people don't understand how credit cards really work. They see the minimum payment option and think it's no big deal, but in reality, paying only the minimum can trap you in debt for decades. Or take investing. Some people avoid it altogether because it seems too complicated, while others throw money into risky schemes without understanding the risks. Both approaches can lead to financial disaster. The truth is, financial education is the foundation of wealth. Without it, no amount of income will protect you from bad decisions. With it, even a modest income can grow into something powerful over time. Section 5. Poor spending habits. Another reason people stay broke is simply poor spending habits. It's not always about big purchases, it's the small, everyday decisions that add up. Think about how easy it is to spend $10 here and $20 there without noticing. Daily coffee runs, eating out several times a week, monthly subscriptions you barely use, these little habits can drain hundreds of dollars a month. For example, imagine spending $8 a day on coffee. That's about $240 a month, or nearly $3,000 a year. Over 10 years, that's $30,000, money that could have been invested and grown significantly. The key isn't to cut out every little joy in life. The key is awareness. When you know where your money is going, you can make conscious choices about whether it's worth it. Section 6. The absence of a financial plan. If you don't have a plan for your money will disappear. Period. Many people live without a budget, without savings goals, without an investment strategy. They simply react to expenses as they come. This leads to stress, paycheck to paycheck living, and constant surprises. Wealthy people, on the other hand, plan ahead. They track their spending, set financial goals, and allocate their money intentionally. It doesn't mean they never spend on luxuries, it means they plan for those luxuries without jeopardizing their future. Think of your money like a business. No successful company operates without a budget, goals, and strategy. So why should your personal finances be any different? Section 7. Short-term thinking versus long-term wealth. Another major reason people stay broke is short-term thinking. It's easy to prioritize instant gratification over long-term rewards. Why invest for retirement when you could buy a new car today? Why save for a down payment when you could take a vacation? But here's the truth, building wealth is a long game. It requires patience, discipline, and delayed gratification. The small decisions you make today compound into massive results over time. Take investing, for example. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25, with an average return of 7%, by age 65 you'd have over $1.2 million. But if you wait until age 35 to start, you'd end up with less than half of that, around $566,000. That's the power of time and compounding. Yet most people delay investing because they think they'll start later when they have more money. But later often turns into never, and that's how people stay broke. Section 8. Fear and excuses. Fear plays a huge role in why people stay broke. Fear of investing, fear of losing money, fear of failing. These fears keep people stuck in their comfort zones, where money sits in a low-interest savings account losing value to inflation. Excuses are another big trap. I don't make enough to save. I'll invest when I get a raise. It's too late for me to start. These excuses justify inaction, but they only make the situation worse. The truth is, it's never too late to start, and you don't need a huge income to build wealth. You just need consistent habits and the willingness to take action. Section 9. Not investing in assets. One of the clearest differences between the wealthy and the broke is what they do with their money. The wealthy buy assets, things that generate income and grow in value. The broke buy liabilities, things that cost money and lose value. For example, buying stocks, real estate, or starting a business creates future income. Buying luxury cars, designer clothes, or the latest gadgets drains income without giving anything back. This is why so many high-income earners still end up broke. They spend all their money on liabilities instead of building assets. Section 10. Lack of patience and discipline. Finally, people stay broke because they lack patience and discipline. Building wealth takes time. It's not flashy. It's not instant. And that's why many people give up before they see results. It's easier to chase quick wins, lottery tickets, risky investments, or get-rich-quick schemes. But real wealth comes from consistent, boring habits repeated over years: saving, investing, avoiding debt, and living below your means. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Without it, even the best income and the best financial plan will collapse. Final thoughts. So why do most people stay broke no matter their income? It comes down to habits, mindset, and choices. It's not about how much money you make, it's about what you do with the money you have. The truth is, Financial freedom is available to anyone who's willing to shift their perspective. You don't need to earn millions to build wealth. What you need is discipline, consistency, and a plan. Start by breaking free from lifestyle inflation. Learn to live below your means, even as your income grows. Pay off your debt and avoid taking on new debt. Educate yourself about money, how it works, how to invest, how to plan for the future. Create a financial roadmap. Set clear goals for saving, investing, and building assets. Commit to long-term thinking, even when short-term temptations are strong. And most importantly, believe that financial freedom is possible for you, no matter where you're starting from. Because here's the reality, the difference between the broke and the wealthy isn't income, it's choices. Every dollar you earn is a chance to either build your future or destroy it. And the sooner you start making the right choices, the sooner you'll break free from the cycle of being broke and step into the life of financial independence you deserve. Thank you for watching Smart Dollar Mindset. If you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. This channel is all about helping you build lasting wealth and achieve financial freedom with smart money habits and investing. So stay tuned for more powerful content that will transform the way you think about money.